Okay, first to check the date and time here. Okay, I'm in the motherfucking house. Put the location look up here on Google. See where it says I am. That's funny. Now it says I'm in New Orleans, Minnesota. 1 minute it says got the location on saying that I'm in different fucking counties and different cities in Minnesota. Now it's saying that it's correct. Now I got it on film on Friday the 21st of August 2026. Some piece of shit in a black Honda Pilot SUV pulling up and intercepting the postman, conversating with him and hugging him, and then having the post office man give him my motherfucking mail and then drive away. Drove away very fast too. I couldn't get his license plate. I'm narrating the whole video too. It's already on the channel. So now we're gonna call the post office Inspector Surgeon General, meaning the one who is supposedly going to, how you say, pick through this all with a fine-tooth comb, hypothetically, or how you say, metaphorically. So we'll call private number 2.
Thank you for calling the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, a federal law enforcement agency. For more information,
now I'm going to pause it until they start talking. I don't know how much film time I have. I hit the mail theft option.
My name is Indu. May I know your name, please?
Hello, hi, good morning. My name is...
Can I help you, sir, today?
Hello, hi. My name is Rob.
How can I help you, Ryan, today?
Okay, well, I'm calling in regards of what I have on film 2 times now from the post office man delivering my priority shipping envelope. First on July 18th, he delivered it to the wrong house. The house is, if I look out the side door of this rental house across the dirt alley, he delivered it there on July 18th, 2026. And then on August 21st, 2026, I have it on film, somebody in a black Pilot SUV, a Honda, a mini SUV, it's called a Pilot. And anyway, whoever that was pulled up, intercepted the mailman, conversated with him, gave him a hug, received the envelope, and drove away. Now I didn't get the license plate. I just made a report about this on the 21st to somebody that gave me this telephone number from the original customer service line. Now I got it all on film. I got it on film that the post office man, I could go on about this man. Now, at the end of the day, I have a backstory on the post office man. I'm going to tell you my backstory first about that first. In 2021, I was meant to, how you say, not let no one know that I'm live in this house because of what's upon me before moving to Minnesota. And anyway, he showed up and started interrogating me, and I played dumb that day and said a fake name and all that stuff. Got that all on film. And then, long story short, they stopped, how you say, having mail show up here. And then it would go to the house where is on the same block, the house where I used to live with the lady I call Grandma. Come to find out, that lady's my mother. Come to find out that the lady the government think is my mother, she's my older sister. So that lady who is my older sister but the government think is my mother, she's been intercepting my mail, either being telling the post office people to bring the mail to that house at 1122 North Payne Street, New Orleans, Minnesota, 56073. The house where I am is on the same block, but on a different side of the street. 1015 12th Street North, New Orleans, Minnesota. That's 1015 12th Street North, New Orleans, Minnesota. That's 1015 lowercase 1 lowercase 2 th Street, New Orleans, Minnesota. Now, why I'm telling you all this is crucial information because I got in an argument with those people, and I used to have my address on the ID, my driver's license, that address, okay? Now, when I found all this stuff out is when the lady I called grandma was dying in 2017. She told me a bunch of stuff on her deathbed. Now, I know I got evidence on the people the government think is my mother. In reality, that lady's my older sister. So, not only I know that she didn't take the ATM card this time, but I know that I have received mail that is supposed to come to this address, and she is putting it in the shed. And remember, this house is on the same block, and technically the yard connects to the yard of the house where my ID was at first, at 1122 North Payne Street, New Ulm, Minnesota. The side of the backyard connects to this house, backyard property. Okay.
What is
Now,
the zip code of that location?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Zip code of that location, 1122 North Main Street?
No. The zip
What
code
is
is
the zip code?
zip code is 56073. The address is 1122 North Payne Street. That's the house of my old ID. Okay. That house, I used to live there with the lady I call grandma. Let me make this clear on your recorded line. That lady is not my grandma. She was my mother. She told me on her deathbed. The lady the government think is my mother is really my older sister by 30 some years. Whether you believe this or not, this is a serious matter now. Now, I know that they already received mail illegally. Okay? How? Let me tell you how. I was paying rent to the landlord that owned this property. They magically bought it. They also magically bought another house on the block. They added on stuff to the house where I used to live with the lady I called grandma. Come to find out she's my mother. They paid off her daughter's house, my older sister. Okay, the lady the government think is my mother. She's got a daughter. Okay, they paid off her house. They paid off her husband's son's house, and they bought a whole bunch of vehicles and stuff. Me, I'm a bastard. I'm adopted, meaning the lady I called grandma really was my adopted mother. Okay. Now, at the end of the day, I've been, how you say, lied my whole life upon. And right now, I got evidence. This is where it boils down to the phone call. 21st of August, 2026. I got it on proof film. The mailman handing some type of package envelope to some jerk that pulled up in a Honda Pilot SUV and parked on the street and got out and intercepted and conversated with the postman. Now, I don't know what they said. I'm in the house. I'm filming out the window. I'm filming out the window of the house where they're not standing in front of. The house where they're
So you
standing.
have seen the carrier, right? You have seen the person. It was a carrier, right?
Ma'am, I am not joking. This is not a prank phone call.
That's what I'm asking, because usually U.S.P.S. carrier will come in a regular truck only. So you witnessed that person, right?
This is not a prank phone call, like I said. I witnessed everything on film. Recorded evidence. Now, well, I know the police in this city didn't do anything to me, and I know that no one did anything for me from calling you guys before getting the telephone number I got from the lady that assisted me on Friday after it happened. Now, meaning this, that lady on the phone, she's like you. She's someone that is trying to understand and trying to do her best to try to care. Now, I don't need you to care about me. I need somebody to do their job and give me my mail. Inside that envelope was an ATM card. Now, not only is it a matter where it involves the post office, it involves the government. Because I got a crooked, nefarious federal agent conversating with me saying that the ATM card is delivered. Now, I want to tell you what I said to him. I called him a whole bunch of disgruntled names. And then I told him, are you stupid? I told him I got it on film. Hard evidence. Meaning I'm filming the date and time on the phone. Okay, I got another phone. I filmed the date and time, and then I sit there and wait. And as well, since July 18th, when I know I was supposed to receive my first ATM card with the initial amount of money. Then they made more money on the ATM card, and I was supposed to receive it on the 21st. If you believe me or not, I'm talking about the government doing Illuminati stock market trading to make copious amounts of money on an ATM card. And then, if you believe me or not, this is serious, very serious matter. And then, on top of that, let's do a reflection of a backstory. On July 20th, 2026, I went and walked into the post office, and that post office headmaster, the manager there, he tried to tell me this isn't my address. I have it on my ID that it is. The police in the state of Minnesota made me get the address, the proper address on my actual ID of where I have my stuff, my clothes, and my vehicle. So at the end of the day, I obeyed that law, and now my address is on my ID. Okay? Now, when it doesn't show up here, when I know that the government know this is my address, and the city, how you say, they're playing a game with me too. Alright, now here's the backstory beyond that. I used to live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I used to have a P.O. box at the post office. I still have that there. Okay? P.O. Box 421. Okay? That's my post office box in New Ulm, Minnesota. Now, it's not in there, my ATM card. And I already played the post office game, meaning I took everything out of the post office and filmed it and put it back inside the mailbox. Stuff went missing, and I was the only one with the key. And then, not that it matters to you, but I just want to say this on your recorded line. These older humans in this city, me, I'm a young man. Now, these men that are older than me, they're being rude and disrespectful, and I got it all on film that day on the 20th, 2026, July 20th, when I went in the post office and complained. Then I made a police report, and they didn't do anything either. Now I got a pending lawsuit with the local police too, so that's probably why they didn't do anything. But here's what's going to happen, since, well, I know that you guys may or may not do anything, but since you guys haven't been doing anything, there's going to be a lawsuit then, because I know for a fact that I am not receiving my mail. I have it on film. I have 13 minutes. You believe me or not on this? That man stood there and conversated with that post office worker, the same worker that didn't deliver my ATM card on July 18th, 2026. They conversated from anywhere from 8 to 10 to 12 minutes. Maybe only 9 minutes. But they were outside, standing on the sidewalk, and whoever owns that house with the red fence, the house next door is White House with a red fence. White House with brick at the bottom part of the house, red brick, White House with a red fence around the back, connected to the garage. Now, whoever was in that house, they came out too and overheard everything. And as well, if you believe it or not, I know that those people are crooked, nefarious federal agents. Now, I got a whole bunch of evidence prior to what I just spoke to you about that house alone, of weird stuff going on at nighttime, and all type of stuff where they're trying to possibly make it look like I'm dealing drugs here, because they pull up vehicles and park in front of this house when there's literally like the side street and then the side street. There's two streets where they could all pull their vehicles up in front of that house. There's only one side of the street to pull up in front of this house, but they're parking in front of here. I got evidence on these people, whether you believe me or not. I swear on my soul on this. My name, I'm going to say my name again. My name is Ryan. Today, I just want to make this clear again one more time. Sorry if I offended you. I'm not mad at you. I know there's really nothing you could do right now this very moment. I just want to bring this to your attention, what's happening. And at the end of the day, I got it all on film. I got copious amounts of evidence on the house where I mentioned about the fence. I actually have more evidence on the house where I mentioned from July 18th, 2026, where it got delivered the first time. Now, meaning this, I'm an inheritance rights bastard. I am a bastard. I'm adopted legal piece of shit, basically. Whatever you want to call me. I'm not a raised right kid. So at the end of the day now, I know that my last name isn't really my last name. Now I know that the man who was my father legitimately was in the stock market, oil trading business. And that was in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. And I know that whoever his people were took my money and made it into a large amount of money. And I never received that. And as well, I've been extorted from crooked federal agents. Whether you believe this or not, I'm going to take this to Supreme Court justice if I don't get my ATM card within the next 4 days. By Friday, there's going to be a huge court case. And I'm going to win. Because I'm going to take lie detector tests. I'm going to take equivalency tests, psychiatric exams, psychology tests, philosophical questions, whatever needs to be spoken. And at the end of the day, I'm sorry. I want to apologize to you one more time. I know how weird this sounds. This is a serious matter, and I got it on film. And at the end of the day, I don't have that man's license plate on film. Whoever that jerk was that took the mail. And imagine a picture of a young man with a beard that's 5'6". That's what I look like with dark black hair. Now, whoever that jerk was, he was about 6'1", 6'2", with a beard and dark black hair. He was more tan than I am, though. And as well, due to the fact that I'm filming it inside the house, I have my face on picture. I have the time. I'm talking rubbish. I'm in the house. And as well, I go outside after the scene's over with. I go outside and film the address. I literally film myself unlocking the door and walking outside. So I know how AI people want to play a game. This is beyond our conversation right now. I know how some people think it's a game where they can alter evidence. There's no way to prove that this evidence is altered. This is all real evidence. And at the end of the day, knowing that I have hard evidence, very hard evidence on the house where they delivered the mail first, at July 18th, 2026. Now, I don't know that address of the house where they delivered it or where the guy intercepted it in front of the house. I don't know that address by heart, but I know the other address is 1011 12th Street North, New Ulm, Minnesota. Now, I got evidence on those people, and I already know the FBI didn't do anything because they're crooked federal agents here, installed here to steal my identity or intercept mail. And as well, whether you believe this or not, I got stuff on film on that house as well as the house that I mentioned that has nothing to do with the mail. So at the end of the day now, as well, I know what had happened to me when I was living in Las Vegas, Nevada, and knowing this is before it was smart. This is back in 2018. One of the Las Vegas, Nevada post office people at Maryland Parkway post office in Las Vegas, Nevada, stole $4,850 money order from me when I knew, and this is a rule in Las Vegas back then, I don't know if it's still in the rule book or whatever, but they could cash $5,000 money order up to $5,000 at a post office. And then that office got shut down. Do you want to know how? I'm going to tell you. I didn't make one phone call to nobody. I wasted about a month and a half doing satanic voodoo. And I know you don't need to believe me. I just want this on your recorded line, who you're fucking with. Not in the sense of you, and my apologies to you as well. I'm talking about the people beyond you, the people that pay your paycheck. Because right now, they're in cahoots, meaning conspiracy with the United States crooked government. Meaning there's a section of government people that know I'm right. That's why I'm free right now on the phone talking to you. And then there's a section of people that are, I don't know how old you are, but I'm going to put it that you're slightly older than the people that are doing this to me. So they're between your age and my age bracket. The Gen Xers, we'll call them, if you want a word for these people. Or the people that think that they can alter reality. I got it on film. And I'm going to take lie detector tests. On that ATM card, let me tell you a secret about me. And you're on your record line. I'm meant to do something in every single major city, in every single state. And then if that goes well, then I'm meant to do something in the world. So at the end of the day now, when people are playing a sick game and depriving me of my natural rights, meaning when I was owed money back in year 2018 when I was supposed to receive it, my inheritance money, I was only supposed to hand out money to homeless people every day. That was what I was supposed to do then. Now I'm supposed to do something larger. Whether you believe this or not, I don't care about prophecy or if I'm a prophet or if I'm a special man with, powers. Obviously, I just told you what I did to that building. Do you want to know that individual, I couldn't tell if it was a man or a lady that took that check back in 2018. I just want to reflect this with you. Whoever that individual is cursed by God and Satan and Medusa. And at the end, well,
so, sir, this
go ahead.
will be investigated only if you reported this one. So shall I report this one about a complaint to the carrier because he is delivering mails to your sister, so
No,
you're missing mails and all, right? So we
let's
need to
let me
report as a
repeat.
mail
Let me
theft.
repeat myself. That way, because I know you kind of jumbled that up. That lady, the government say is my mother. She is my
Hmm.
sister. Okay, simple
Hmm.
as that. Her name, this lady I just named off to you, she is my older sister. That's what the lady I call grandma, without knowing that's my mother or my adopted mother, told me on her deathbed in 2017, year 2017, in the hospital. Now, what I do know is this: I'm not mad at you. I'm sorry. I want to apologize to you again for telling you all this weird stuff. I honestly am sorry that you had to listen to that stuff. I'm trying my best not to be mean to you. I know you're an innocent lady, and as well, whether you care or not, I am a nice man. If I wasn't,
Hmm.
well, hear me out. If I wasn't, I already would have been obliterated. You believe me or not, I already died before. And at the end of the day, God can obliterate people if He chooses to. And God is a man. That's the sad part. Some people don't know that. And anyway, though, this isn't about man or lady God or telling stories of truth, or if you want to believe me or the people behind you do. This is a serious matter. I have it on film. Let me reflect this. July 20th, 2026, the head post office man saying that the ID address on my ID from the state of Minnesota isn't my address. I have
Yes.
records from the New Ulm Public Utilities Building knowing that I live here and pay bills to keep water and lights on.
Hmm.
I have knowing facts that there's mail being put in that house's address at 1122 North Payne Street, New Ulm, Minnesota, like court paperwork because of like a speeding ticket or bullshit where they tried to say I was stealing. Shit's going there. Or part of my French, mail is going there. Now, at the end of the day, there's people in this city that are. This is beyond mail talk. I just want to say this for a second. People in this city, they're cursed for fucking with me. A whole lot of them, if you believe that or not. Like,
Hmm.
well, I know it's hard to manage someone of your capacity. I know you got a big, smart brain. At the end of the day, I know this isn't mail talk. I just want to say this. There's people that are going to die their natural life's existence altered because of what they did to one man, me. I am a man, born a man. So at the end of the day, no, whether you care or not, I know that my mail is missing. I know now after I get off the phone with you, I gotta call a different number in Washington, D.C. And then after that, if that conversation doesn't go well, then I gotta call up the bank where the ATM card is issued from. So at the end of the
Okay.
day, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I need your phone number to contact you back, sir. Then only then we can report the issue.
Okay, one second. Apologize. I want to apologize to you personally since you're a nice lady and you are an innocent lady. And at the end of the day, though, these people, they're
Hmm.
acting innocent, okay? They're acting as if they're like family people when they're not. Now, this is what I'm going to say again. I said this already on the other phone call on the 21st. I have evidence on these people in this around this house. Imagine a rectangle shape, okay? I just want to say this once. The shape of a rectangle, okay? There's four corners on it, okay? So there's 4 points, but imagine two more points, two more dots in the center top and the center bottom. The house where I am, how you say metaphorically, is the center bottom point. I've witnessed 11 sets of people move into those five other points, and all those other points are houses, okay? So the house where the mail got delivered on the 18th of July, two sets of people there. The house where it got intercepted on the 21st of August, two sets of people there. And then across the street, two sets of people, two sets of people, three sets of people. That's 11 sets of people. So at the end of the day, I've been living in this house and I've been watching crooked, nefarious federal agents tell lies about me. I also have evidence of weird stuff going on at nighttime outside in front of this house. And I'm going to tell you about it, 30 seconds of it. I literally
Hmm.
jump out the back window, okay, and go and
Hmm.
film people's license plates. I don't do anything or say anything, but I'm sneaky like that. and get right behind the car and film their plates. And then I back up to the side of the house and start talking shit in a way where they don't know where the voice is coming from. And they usually drive away. But at the end of the day, though, knowing that this is where I'm going with this. This has nothing to do with the mail, but I just want to say this. The other day when I took my vehicle to the service shop and I come back, there's 25 nails where I parked the vehicle. Carpentry nails. 2.5-inch long nails. And that was all put there during the daylight. Meaning this. All these people are cursed right now for trying to do that. Whether this had nothing to do with the mail. But they're all crooked, nefarious federal agents. Getting paid money to tell stories about me. To make up a false narrative. So they could keep getting paid easy money. Pretending that I'm doing something wrong when I'm not. Now, I'm not in a gang. I don't have any friends. And that's by choice. Meaning, I choose not to have any friends. Or a girlfriend. I have a potential girlfriend from the internet and friends with her friends that are girls. That's it. And at the end of the day, by choice, meaning it's my own free will that I choose not to have any friends because of what had happened to me back when I thought these people were my friends in year 2021. That has nothing to do with the mail. But me, there's a false narrative about me. There's false narrative of medical diagnosis upon me that I just, how you say, eradicated, and I'm litigated the hospital. This is what it boils down to too. I know that I won that court case. That's a whole nother issue. I know that court case check is going to come to this address. And the latest it will come is November 2026. And that's how you say me versus the psychoanalysis shrink that the court hired to do analysis on me. I secretly was filming everything in my pocket. And at the end of the day, you ask me stupid questions that I would never ever know the answer to. Like who was the general of the Civil War. Or any stupid stuff that I have no idea of that time frame. And at the end of the day, knowing that that man is way older looking than I am, and I know about how people lie about how old they are, who knows how old that old man is. So at the end of the day...
Okay, sir. So, sorry to interrupt you, Ryan. Let's come to the conclusion to report at this one. So I need a few more information. So you said you have seen a pilot SUV, right, on August 21st. What time did you see that?
Let me look here.
And do you have the license plate number of that vehicle?
No, that's the part of it. I didn't get the license plate. But at the end of the day, I have to look on the phone here. 1 second. Just bear with me.
Okay.
About I don't know, maybe 2:15 or 2:20 or maybe 2:25. I'm not for sure the exact time, okay? And at the end of the day, I know that I got it on film. I got it on film where the vehicle is, how you say, let me see if I can zoom in here on this film. Because the vehicle was sitting on the side street for a little bit of time. 1 second.
We reported this case and you will get a call back from U.S.P.S. within 2 to 3 business days. And if you are ready, I can give you the case number.
So wait a minute. What are you gonna do?
Case number. I'm giving you a case number.
Oh. Alright, 1 second. Let me get a pen and paper. Because at the end of the day, this is a matter where these people intercepted the package. There's an ATM card in there. So, alright, I got a pen. On film as well. I got it on film where that man hugged the postman like they're long lost friends. So at the end of the day, I'm not for sure really what type of nonsense I just filmed. And then I got the crooked, nefarious federal agent that is talking to me saying that the card is delivered. Saying that it's here on this property in my hand. I tell him it's not. And that man, no disrespect to you, I know you're slightly older than me. This man, we don't know how old this old man is. And at the end of the day, I know he's lying with his ID picture. So at the end of the day now, I know what is upon me before the mail people got involved. Okay?
Okay, Ryan. Anyway, you will get a call back from U.S.P.S. and they
When?
will resolve this issue, sir. Okay?
And
Because
what
you have
about
agreed with
who's
them.
calling me back? I don't want to talk to none of those people in the local post office building. Those people are.
It is depends on the postal inspection service who is calling. I cannot give you who is calling. It's based on investigation from postal inspection service. Someone will reach out to you.
Okay, one more second then, please. One more thing to say. I also have anywhere from 4 to 7 tracking numbers that never ever were delivered here. So, and 3 of them are from the United States Postal Service. The other ones are from different couriers. And I know that
So,
what is going on, whether you believe this or not, I'm gonna say this now.
Ryan,
I'm going to say this. People in the high up offices of the United States government in Washington D.C. They already tried to shut me up with an amount of money that's less than what I'm owed. So meaning that what I evidence I have on knowing what they did with my money in the stock market, and as well knowing how old people treat me, and as well knowing facts about conspiracy stuff and people being thieves. These people are trying to shut me up and steal my money. And at the end of the day, whether it matters to you or not, this is a serious matter because I was never supposed to have any. No one was ever supposed to know who I am in this city. No one was ever supposed to know anything. And the mail didn't go to the correctly in the post office mailbox, in my post office box at P.O. Box number.
I already reported this one. All the information, and you will get a call back. So the details you can give it to the person, the postal inspector who calls you. You can give because our call is getting 35 minutes plus, so I cannot hold this call longer than this one, sir. So I already reported. I gave you the case number, and you will get a call back. Okay. And thank you so much, Ryan, for calling United States Postal Service and reporting this issue. Have a great day, sir. Bye bye.
All right, bye bye. Thank you. Have a great day as well.
Value your feedback. For a text survey, press 1. Otherwise, please stay on the line and we'll connect you to voice survey mail.
Fuck you, motherfuckers.